Guys, and welcome back. And in case you're wondering why you've seen this top and this makeup and this hair, I am filming 2 haul videos. Today is just that kind of a day, so I already filmed my Nykaa and Plum haul, which is going to probably go after this actually. So yeah, you will see this hair and makeup and top and all that stuff again, but today's video is going to be a perfume haul. So I bought a bunch of miniatures, samples, decants, whatever you want to call it, from 2 places. So the Scent Stories on Instagram is one of the places that I bought a couple of my miniatures and one sample from, and then I bought decants from my favorite person when it comes to like perfume related content on the internet, Anissa, and her page, which is called Do Not Touch My Decants, but it's Do Not Touch My Decants. I've spoken about it a couple of times. I did another decant haul video, like a bunch of decants that I bought from her, and I did a haul video a while back, and you will also be seeing an update on that. I'll be sharing with you which perfumes, or rather which decants I'm gonna keep, and other ones which I'm gonna declutter. But today I bought some more decants from her. So she did like flash sale kind of a thing for Black Friday, on actual Black Friday, and I could not resist. So I had a bunch of perfumes I wanted to buy any which ways, 10 to be specific. So I was like, you know what, if I keep adding more and if I keep pushing this, the haul is going to be really big, so might as well, now is a good time, now let's just buy it. And yeah, I have 10 decants from her, and then I have 4 miniatures, like 3 miniatures and 1 sample from the Scent Stories. So in today's video I am going to give you like kind of my initial impressions on these. I got interrupted with a work call, but I'm back. So like I was saying earlier, I have tried all these out. Like some of these I was so excited that I literally could not resist. I received my parcel a couple of days back and I was like, I cannot wait, I am going to try these out right now. So I did, and I have initial thoughts to share on some of them, not all of them. So I will be doing a similar update video, and I know that I did a Do Not Touch My Decants haul already. So I will be giving an update on that and sharing with you which ones I'm going to declutter, which ones I'm going to keep, and I'm going to do something similar with this one as well. But in today's video I can already kind of give you an idea as to which ones I'm planning on keeping and which ones I'm going to declutter, because like I said, I've already smelled some of these. So yeah, I am going to show you which ones I got, and then I'm going to share my thoughts on them as well. And yeah, let's jump right into it. Starting first with the Scent Stories decants, miniatures, whatever I got, sorry, samples and miniatures. Starting first, the only sample that I have is by Armani Code, and this is their cashmere one. So this is a very popular perfume, which is why I had this on my wish list for a long time, and I was very happy when I saw that the Scent Stories had a sample that they were selling of this. So I got this tiny little sample that does not come with much, but I still know how I feel about it, and I still know if I would want to get a bottle of this or not. It's a beautiful, warm, sweet, like the name is perfect, cashmere. So it's like one of those, if you're wearing like a sweater or stuff like that. I know I don't get an opportunity to wear a sweater very often because I live in Mumbai. It's not really cold for a long time, or like a long period of time rather, I should say. We get very short winters, and that time also the weather fluctuates a lot. So yeah, this is one that I definitely feel like I will be keeping, using up the whole sample, and I will probably get a full size of this. I like, when I say I'm gonna get a full size of this and this, take that very loosely, because I really want to keep a lot of my samples and decants, and then eventually I will compare them, decide like price wise, quantity wise, how often I get to wear them and stuff like that, and then I will decide which ones I'm going to get a full size of. But this one is probably one that I would consider. So that is Armani Code Cashmere. I know I didn't do a very good job at describing it in terms of like notes and scents and stuff, but that's not my expertise. I can give you a very basic description that if you're someone who likes warm sweet scents, I feel like that one is a very easy one that a lot of people would really like. So yeah, that is Armani Code Cashmere. Moving on, next, my next miniature is one that you would not expect me to keep, or rather even get, because I was very torn on this one. I didn't know if I would like it or not, but it is the very popular and famous Alien by Thierry Mugler. So this is the cutest miniature. First of all, let me just say that The miniature looks just like the full size bottle but a smaller version, and it is so cute. Like, this is my hand, which is normal size, and that is how much the miniature, like, that's how big it is. It's very small, very cute, but it still actually comes with a lot of product. Like, by the time I'm done with this, I'm definitely going to be able to tell if I want to get a full size or not. As of now, I feel so I was very torn on this. Okay, either I was like, I'm going to hate this, or I'm going to be interested in it. And I would say I'm interested in it. Okay, this is not the kind of scent like that I would like typically, but I don't know, there's something about it that pulls me in, it draws me in. And I remember when I got it, I wanted to like wear it and see. So when I put it on my skin, I really liked it. But I wanted to get a full day wear out of it. So like that day I barely had it on till like I went to bed, so not a very long like period of time. And then the other day when I was smelling it again, because I was like prepping for this video, I put it on paper, so that doesn't give you a very good idea either. So yeah, this is also another one that I feel like I will be keeping and testing out and using a lot before I make up my mind and decide if I want to get it or not. I feel like I'm going to lean more towards like using the sample and using it whenever I want to, but not getting the full size bottle again, because like I said, I don't feel like I'm an alien girl. That's just not the kind of person I am, and these are not the kind of fragrances that I typically gravitate to a lot. So yeah, for that reason I'll probably not get a full size bottle of it, but I'm really intrigued by the scent, and the fact that I'm not decluttering it immediately says a lot. Moving on, next we have two Jimmy Choos. We have Jimmy Choo by Jimmy Choo, and we have Jimmy Choo Illicit. I also wanted to get another Jimmy Choo, but I think they ran out of it by the time I was like about to make my payment. So I was like, you know what, it's fine, I'll get it later some other time, because they always get these in stock like quite frequently, and these are what the bottles look like. So this is Illicit by Jimmy Choo. This is what it looks like. Let me show you. Yeah, and then this is a Jimmy Choo by Jimmy Choo, the beautiful bottle, but like this is the cuter, smaller version basically. So let me talk about Illicit first. So this is like, this is, I want to say, like one of my favorites in this whole haul, because I want to get a Jimmy Choo, and the other one I'll tell you later, but this is one that I'm again 50-50 on if I'll get a full bottle or not. But this is one, like if I want to add one Jimmy Choo into my collection, it's probably gonna be this one, because it is one of those bright, sweet, nice, beautiful, warm kind of scents. Like Armani Code Cashmere, like I mentioned earlier, is not something that I would wear like all the time. You know, there is a particular occasion, there's a particular outfit that it will go with, and a particular time, weather, whatever. But Jimmy Choo Illicit is one that is more how should I say, I'll get more occasions to wear it. Like buying a full bottle will actually make sense, because I'll be able to wear it more often than I would probably be able to wear some of the other fragrances that are kind of similar. Like some of the warm sweet scents are so warm and so sweet, and you can only wear them in like super cold weather, or you can only wear them in the night time. This one I feel like is day and night appropriate. It's more you can wear this for multiple occasions, multiple times kind of a situation. So yeah, really love this one. I'm waiting to wear it a lot, use up the whole miniature, and then I will decide, but I'm probably leaning towards getting a bottle of this. So yeah, that was Jimmy Choo Illicit. And then when it comes to Jimmy Choo by Jimmy Choo, this is one that also took me by surprise. I had a very similar experience with like I had with Alien, where I was expecting this to be very different, and it turned out to be very different, but I still like it. Like I was having I expected this to be more of like a signature scent. In fact, I was expecting it to be like Jimmy Choo Illicit, because I feel like this one is more popular, more talked about. So I thought it's going to be like a mainstream scent that everyone likes kind of a thing. But when I smelled it, this smells to me like this smells to me like a floral, but for some reason whenever I smell this, I think of camphor. Like when you smell this, you'll be able to tell that, you know, when you have like camphor lit in like that artika, you know, whatever it is called, thal, or like whatever, like when you're doing arti, you know, you put camphor and you get a smell out of it. I feel like this gives me the same vibe, so it will be a great calming comforting scent. And it's really interesting where I don't think that I'm the kind of person who would like to wear this all the time. It's not a me kind of scent, but I still really like it. Like I'm really intrigued by it. I don't know if it makes sense, and I want to make it, I want to wear it more again, and decide if I do want to like keep it. I'm not even thinking right now of buying a full bottle of this because I'm not sure if this is a me kind of scent or not. And the more I try it, the more I'll be able to figure out if or not I want to get a full bottle and make this like one of my scents in my collection for a long time. But yeah, really intrigued by this one, very interested in it, and I'm very happy with all the perfumes that I bought from the Scent Stories. They just all ended up working out in some way or another. Like I can tell you for sure ki none of these were like an instant turn off, which is great. Now moving on, next we have my decants from Do Not Touch My Decants. And first of all, I want to appreciate the beautiful packaging of these. So if you've seen the decants that I buy from her, they are smaller and they are wait, let me show you. I have one right here. So these are the decants that I used to buy earlier from her, and she used to have them in this packaging. But now when it comes, like, she has multiple options. You can either get plastic ones, glass ones, or I think she also has like some other cuter decant bottles as well, which obviously she charges extra. And these ones are also seen, but I had thought that these also have an extra charge to them, and she told me that these are more expensive than the regular decant bottles that she was getting earlier, but she doesn't charge anything extra for these, which is amazing, which is absolutely amazing, because this bottle is so much better. The sprayer on these is so much better. Like I was not a very big fan of the earlier plastic bottle, but I'm like, ye decant hai and I'm not paying anything extra. These are so inexpensive. She gives like you always at such a great price ki there's no reason to complain. But these, I love the packaging of these so much. Very big fan. I don't know what else to tell you. Love it. Love it. And like I mentioned earlier, I have 10 in total, which I'm going to show you one by one. And which one should we start with? I think let's start with the one that I'm wearing today. So I wanted to like give this a full day to like try and test it out. So that's why I'm wearing this today. It's my scent of the day, and that is Kayali Vanilla, or is it Kayali, however you want to say it. It's a very beautiful cult classic scent that everyone talks about, and when she mentioned that she's having it and she's going to be selling decants for this, I was so excited. I instantly added it to my list, and I asked her, do you think I will like this? And she was like, of course you will love this. So I had to get it. And this is, I mean, the bottle is I think the 10 ml full size, but when it comes to like EDPs, she sells 6 ml decants. So that's why if you're seeing that a lot of it is missing, it's because it was supposed to be like full till here, I think. And then I also used a good amount. I sprayed it on the other day as well when I first tried it out, but that day I was trying out a lot of other scents as well. But today when I sprayed it on, I instantly fell in love. First of all, you don't need a lot of sprays of this. It does eventually settle down and dry down, so it doesn't have huge projection, a lot of sillage or anything like that. But I can smell this on me, and I love the way it smells. Again, it's a beautiful, warm, sweet kind of scent. It's not very dynamic. It's not very it's not that special or unique. It's a very simple, basic, beautiful vanilla that is something everyone's gonna like. I feel like the reason this is getting so much hype is because it's a crowd pleaser. It's something that is mass pleasing as well. Everyone will like this. If you like a warm, sweet vanilla scent, you're gonna like this. I feel like that's the reason why this is selling out like crazy. It's getting so much hype. Everyone's loving it so much because of that reason. It's a very nice, mass pleasing, crowd pleasing scent that majority people are really gonna like. So that was the first one that I had to share with you. Moving on, next we have another scent that everyone loves. It's got a lot of hype, it's raved about, and when I found out that she is also selling this, I was like, let's get this and let's try out. So this is the Sol de Janeiro Sol Cheirosa 62 scent, basically their cult favorite classic boom boom cream scent, but like the body mist version of it. So this one I am going to spray because I know what it smells like, but I want to like smell it again to tell you how I feel about it. Okay. Here is the paper strip, and this is a beautiful tropical coconut, which is not sweet. I feel like a lot of people describe this as sweet. I wouldn't describe this as sweet, to be very, very honest. And this is one that I like, but I don't like it as much as a lot of people do. Like, people go crazy, literally crazy behind the scent, but I am not just that crazy or obsessed with this. I know it's a very unpopular opinion. This is one that I want to wear more and then figure out, like, I don't want to just quickly declutter it. I want to give it a few chances, and I want to make sure that I really don't like it before I decide to declutter it or give it away or like not repurchase it. I want to try it multiple times, which is why I am going to continue to keep it and try and test it out. But yeah, this is one that I do have an unpopular opinion on, and I'm not going as crazy for this as a lot of other people do. I know, like, if I want a beautiful tropical scent that makes me smell absolutely amazing, I would rather go for the Plum Hawaiian Rumba one rather than something like this. I know they're not supposed to be compared to each other, but yeah, the way people describe it, I feel like that's not how I would describe it. It doesn't smell as amazing as a lot of people say it does. So yeah, a little underwhelmed, actually quite underwhelmed if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, it is what it is. Not, you're not gonna like everything that other people like, you know what I mean? So it's fine, it's fine. Moving on, next we have another Sol de Janeiro scent, and this one is the Coco Cabana body mist. So this is one that, again, I was hoping I would like, but then I remember watching Coffee Break Danny, her review, Coffee Break with Danny, sorry, so Danny from Coffee Break with Danny, and her review, and when I smelled it, I was like, yes, she was right, she was right. This just smells, it smells quite weird, let's be honest. So I'm gonna spray it, even though I don't like the way it smells at all. I don't know why I would do this to myself, but okay, this I was wearing the other day, and it kind of gives me a headache. I am turned off by it. It smells, I got some of it in my mouth, oh my god. I'm gonna hate myself for doing this to myself, but it smells, she describes it as popcorn. I don't know why I wouldn't describe it as popcorn, but it's just very, not spicy even, but like, it smells like a masale ka dabba, you know what I mean? Like, if you're Indian, every Indian household has this like masale ka dabba in their house, jahan pe haldi, mirchi, like every spice. So if like your masale ka dabba, okay, that scared the shit out of me. But yeah, if your masale ka dabba ka smell was a perfume, this is the weirdest description, but that's what this smells like to me. So yeah, I was definitely put off, turned off, and yeah, this is probably one that I'm definitely going to declutter, let's be honest. I thought about you know, giving it a couple of more tries, but every single time I spray this, I regret it. I regret getting it in my mouth, in my hand, on my skin, because I know it's going to stay at least for a couple of hours, and those couple of hours I smell it a lot, and I'm just like, why did I spray this on me? So yeah, that was that. Moving on, next let's go quickly to some more scents which I like and I know I'm gonna keep, but I can't really describe them a lot. So it's gonna take me a couple of tries and really wear it a lot, and then I will share my review with you on them. So I have Zara Femme, Zara Tuberose, and Zara Red Vanilla. So Red Vanilla is like your fruity floral, but it's not like Victoria's Secret, okay? I know Zara is also pretty inexpensive when it comes to their perfumes, but it doesn't smell like your typical Victoria's Secret body mist. It smells fruity floral, but like in a different kind of way. So this one, not my favorite, but I still feel like I'm gonna keep for like days where I just want to quickly spray like a body mist or a perfume on and then get out the door. It's a very easy, quick grab and go. Probably not gonna be something that I decide to buy a full bottle of, but Zara Tuberose and Zara Femme I actually really like for everyday great signature scents. Really like the scent on both of these, and these are ones that again I'm gonna wear more, and if I really feel like they have a place in my collection, then I'll probably buy full bottles of these two. But yeah, they're great feminine scents. If you like the kind of scents I like, then you will probably like them. Not super sweet or super warm, but just good signature scents. That was those two. Then we have Acqua di Gioia. I think I'm saying it right. Acqua di Gioia, Gioia. I don't know how you say that, but this is a really nice, fresh kind of a scent. So this is, again, I was expecting it to be a little bit more potent, like in terms of the scent. I feel like it's a very, very, very light scent. I don't know if it's gonna last super long, and I don't know if this is one that would again end up being full bottle worthy, because I feel like it's so light. Like if I'm putting on perfume, I want to smell like I'm putting on perfume. I don't want to smell like, I mean, yeah, sometimes I like to smell like I'm naturally smelling good, but if that is the case, then I would prefer something a little bit warm, sweet kind of, or at least a little bit comforting. This just smells fresh, you know, like I took a shower. That's what I smell like, and I take a shower every single day. So yeah, this one I'll probably again use a little bit more and figure out if I do want to keep or not. Moving on, next I think we have one last one that I really like, and then the last two I'm kind of debating on keeping or decluttering. The one that I'm going to keep is Hugo Boss The Scent, and this is another one that I feel like similar to Zara, what was it? Yeah, Zara Tuberose and Zara Femme. They are really nice. It's a nice feminine signature scent kind of a perfume. Again, like I said, I'm not going to do a very good job at describing the notes and stuff like that on any of these because yeah, I'm not very good at that. But yeah, this I've also heard is a lot of people's signature scent, and I feel like I understand why. So yeah, I'm gonna wear it a little bit more and then share with you more detailed thoughts on that. But last but not the least, we have a Dolce & Gabbana, The Only One, but this is The Only One too. And then I have Zara Rich Woman Addictive. Rich Woman Addictive is a very popular, famous scent that I know is from their men's line, but a lot of women really like, and I can understand why. It's a beautiful, warm, sweet kind of a scent, but I feel like this one is a little, like there's something about this, maybe because it's a men's perfume, and even if I didn't know that this was a men's perfume, I feel like it's a very intense, warm, sweet scent. And not intense in the sense that it's too sweet, but intense in the sense that it is like there's some note in here which I feel like the person who wears this, I am assuming, is going to wear like leather pants, full black, like a nice blazer, maybe a black full sleeves sweater on top, maybe she has some chunky jewelry on. Like that's the kind of person I can imagine wearing a scent like this. I don't feel like I'm that person, A, and B, it's not my style. I feel like it's close enough where I want to give this a chance, and maybe I'll fall in love with it, but I don't see that happening if I'm being completely honest. So I'm kind of 50-50 about this one. I'll wear it a little bit more and then figure out if I'm going to keep it or not. And then we have Dolce & Gabbana, the only one too. This one I wanted to give it a shot because Anissa told me that this is like a different take on Dolce & Gabbana, the only one which I have tried and used, and I love wearing it on my clothes, not on my skin, because on my skin it smells weird, but on my clothes it smells amazing. So that's why I was like, I want to try this one as well because I love Dolce & Gabbana, the only one, so much. I might like it, but I don't think I do. Again, it's got something in there, I don't know if it's the berries or not, but it's got something in there that turns me off a little bit. Maybe I should just quickly spray it to like refresh my memory. I know in today's video I did not spray a lot of the scents because I did spray all of these on me very recently, so I remember how I feel about all of them, you know. Yeah, this has that floral note that I don't like. I don't like this kind of floral. I feel like I like florals, but I like a particular kind of florals. I don't like all florals. And earlier though I used to feel like I don't like florals at all. And then I discovered some florals that I actually do like. So I just have to figure out which florals I like and which ones I don't. This one also kind of 50-50 on. But yeah, all the other perfumes and decants that I shared with you, I will give you update on whether or not I'm gonna keep it or declutter it. But the Coco Cabana one, I can tell you for sure, this feels like torture when I spray this on me, and I regret it so much that I don't want to do it ever again to myself. So I did want to keep it at least till I film this video, and then eventually I'm gonna declutter it. I'm either gonna give it to a friend who maybe wants to smell like Masale Ka Dabba, or maybe I don't know what I'll do it with. I'm not sure, but I'm not gonna keep it with myself for sure, I can tell you that. So yeah, those are all the perfumes that I had to share with you in today's video. I know that the video is a little bit long, I'm sorry for that, but I had like 14 perfumes to talk about. So yeah, I feel like if you take the average, this video is not that long, but yeah, I know it's still very long, but yeah, if you stuck till the end, thank you so much. And yes, I'm gonna do updates on both of my perfume haul videos, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Until next time, bye.